Come on. I feel better once we're under cover in Riverwood.
Somebody help!
Someone do something! Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood. Hadvar? How do you know him? Did he now? That doesn't sound like my nephew at all. I doubt he'd be mixed up with the likes of you. What? A dragon? In Helgen? That explains what I saw earlier. Flying down the valley from the south. I was hoping I was wrong about what I thought it was. A dragon. Here in Skyrim. What's this world coming to? First the war, now dragons. Trouble loves company, they say. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt. Jarl Balgruuf, he rules Whiterun Hold. A good man, perhaps a bit overcautious, but these are dangerous times. So far, he's managed to stay out of the war. I'm afraid it can't last. I don't think he likes either Ulfric or Elisif much. Who can blame him? But I've no doubt he'll prove loyal to the Empire in the end. He's no traitor. Of course, Skyrim has always been part of the Empire. That doesn't mean I support everything the Empire's been doing lately. But Nords have never been fair-weather friends. Aye.
Stupid dog.
Come on inside. Sigrid will get you something to eat. Tell us. Aye. Hmm?
I knew it!
My money.
You won't even live to regret this! I...
Brigands I can handle. But this talk of dragons? World gone mad, I say. God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
cause trouble in Whiterun, and I'll haul you into the Dragon's Reach dungeon myself. Hey, watch it.
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm? Do your good deed for the day? Looking for a horse? I own these stables, but Skulvar can help you with a purchase.
Yes?
Got the fleetest steeds in all the... Man like you needs a war horse, I reckon. Suppose so. Got one all saddled if you've got the coin. Then come back when you've got that much. None of them's older than 9, and the youngest is 6. Now the horse I got for sale is 7 years old, but in fine health. She's got a lot of spirit, that one. We've taken to calling her Queen Alfsiger, or just Ali for short. I expect you can name her anything you like, once she's yours. Ride strong. Only thing better than riding a swift horse is riding a swift horse over the enemy. Need something?
Need something? Unlike the rest of my family, I've got work to do.
Yes?
My brother John's got the right of it. Join the Bard's College and avoid this pointless war.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Want to hear a little Lord wisdom? You don't really know a woman till you had a strong drink and a fist fight with her. Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds. You've been talking to those companions? Too hot-headed, they cried. Weak, pathetic cowards, the lot of them. It wasn't my fault. I told them, over and over, that it was an accident. They wanted me to prove my worth. So they threw me up against a young whelp of a lad, hardly old enough to grow his first chin hairs. I guess they thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control. The heat of the battle is the fire that forges the strongest blades. It's an old Nord proverb. That, and a true Nord never misses a chance to test her worth. Good. Chat time's over.
This war's as stupid as our feud with Clan Grey Mane. Need something? Unlike
we
the
must
rest
have
of my
more
family,
swords for
I've
the
got
Imperial soldiers.
Iron sword, huh? What do you kill it? Butterflies?
Would you... Divine smile on you, friend. Until next time.
I only counsel with caution.
We cannot afford to act rashly.
My lord,
What's the
please.
meaning of this
This is
interruption?
no time for
Jarl
rash
Balgrup
action.
is not
I just
receiving
think we need more
visitors.
information before we act.
Well, that explains why the
Who's
guards
this,
let you
then?
in. Come on, then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? Really? You're certainly forthright about your criminal past. But it's none of my concern who the Imperials want to execute, especially now. What I want to know is, what exactly happened at Helgen? I should have guessed Ulfric would be mixed up in this. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Proventus, you must help me. We need to convince my brother to do more for the war effort.
What would you have me do, Hrongar? Your brother is the Jarl. You know I can't question his judgment.
I'm not asking you to defy the Jarl, just to open his eyes. Use subtlety and suggestion to turn his thoughts to the war. You're his steward. Listen to you.
Farengar, I think I've found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there. Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources. Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. I'm not surprised you've never heard of it. Even I used to think it was just a myth. But not anymore. The Dragon War was a real event, although only the barest glimmer of the actual events has come down to us. Far back in the Mythic era, the dragons were worshipped as gods in Skyrim. Many of the monumental ruins that still dot the landscape were in fact built as temples to the dragons. The details are lost, but at some point the Nords rebelled. After a long and terrible war, the Nords overthrew their dragon overlords. Oh no, many were killed, of course, but many survived into historical times. Why, this very palace was built by one of Balgruf's ancestors to hold a captive dragon, hence its name, Dragon's Reach. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. Take a look. Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be. You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
Or dragons. We need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl.
Need something?
What is it? Looking to do some hunting, eh? Avoid freaking shit.
Jarl finally agreed to send you back to Riverwood.
Yes, Houseguard. We'll leave immediately.
God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
What is it?
Disgrace to your own kind.
He must have run off. Don't speak to me, mate.
God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
Hail, friend. It's good to see another merry soul enjoying this fine day. Ah, but you look tired. Come, share a bottle of hunting brew mead with me. Ah, nothing like fine spirits to help raise your... well, your spirits. Cheers, my friend. May your adventures find you fame and fortune.
Kill him. Fight!
Guess it's all clear now.